I let a couple of you look at this, does everybody need to see it again before, or do you want to take it to the June board meeting, or?
Well, they probably want it shortly, I assume, don't they? Signed?
Well, probably by July 1st, since they'll need money for that.
That's short.
We could, Frank,
May
so we
30th
could
at
do
the
it
budget.
May 30th at our budget amendment meeting.
Is that okay with everybody? Yeah.
If you're not going to be there, I can make sure I can get a copy to you, so you get some input before that meeting.
Yeah, just email it to me.
Okay. All right. Moving on to new business. We have one early graduation request. I'll just read it real quick. Sac County School Board, I'm Ryan Slater, request early graduation for 2008-2009 school year. I am currently a junior and like to graduate in December of 2008, pending completion of all the graduation requirements. Thank you for your time and consideration. Sincerely, your board. Do we see any problems with this?
It'll be pending this meeting the requirements for graduation.
Right.
Okay. We got-
That's 48 credits, I assume.
46 or something.
46.
Yep.
I would entertain a motion unless there's a concern for that.
I move we accept Drew Hartman's request for early graduation.
Second.
Been moved and seconded to approve the early graduation request for Drew Horton. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. 09 master contract, would be,
You've got a costing sheet that looks like this in front of you, and it would be the 4.57% increase. That would be for Schedule A and Schedule B. Total cost for $81,230. We worked with the Lakeview Auburn District on master contracts, and I'll just go quickly through a couple of things that we were able to negotiate that was similar, like identical language between the two. The Lakeview Auburn negotiating team accepted the grievance language, which is Article 2 of the SAC contract. And they also accepted SAC accepted the payroll deduction article, which is Article 6 from Lakeview Auburn. The wages and salaries was the Lakeview Auburn wages and salaries. Supplemental pay was the SAC that we agreed to share. We couldn't come to agreement on insurance. We tried sick leave. We really wanted the sick leave article from Lakeview Auburn, but we couldn't get that agreed upon with the SAC Association. The employee hours, we made a couple of changes too, but those were just clerical in the sense that they didn't match what our current practice was now that we were whole grade sharing. Staff reduction we're going to work on this year. There's one person from each of the negotiating teams that I'm going to work with, and our language for the classifications within which teachers fall for staff reduction are not accurate any longer because of our middle school being a 5 through 8 and our shared staff at the high school in 9 through 12. And before we have to reduce them to staff, we're going to have those reduction categories agreed upon, and those we'll agree upon them so that they can be the same in most school districts. We tried in the evaluation procedure and kind of held on to the and. We wanted evaluation to be, using evaluation and seniority for staff reduction, and that was a no-go. Involuntary transfers, we have the same language now for SAC and Lakeview Auburn. And we call our schedules the same thing, which probably isn't a big deal to everyone else, but those of us from the business offices, it's nice. Schedule A is the teacher schedule. Schedule B are all of the coaching and sponsors. Schedule C is the grievance report. And Schedule D is dues deduction, and that's the same between both master contracts. So we made a lot of change. The big kind of heavy-duty significant things we made no change on. when it really came to trying to pull the two master contracts together. So I would recommend that you approve the 4.57%, and the master contract the association has ratified. It's already.
Can I ask a question? When you have staff reduction, and you have a person that not only has one certification, but many certifications in a variety of things, how do you handle that when the person has so many hours, so many years in it's one, but they're certified to do many other things? How do you, I mean...
That's where the problem will occur.
That's where the problem will occur. Okay. All right. Okay, sorry.
There's more to that, but that would be all we can, what'd you say?
That's when you pink slip everybody, let it sort itself out.
That's where you offer early retirement and other things.
I hope that works.
I hope that works. I think pink slipping everybody is like surefire for bad attitude, bad morale, but, so.
Any other questions on that?
I would just say that everyone should have an opportunity to go through the process. So, next year, jump in there. Brent, he'll be there forever, though, he likes it.
I don't like the requirement.
It probably won't work any longer because Brent can't go to his car to smoke next year. So.
No, he'd
He'll have
get
to
a lot of
go out to the
trips
sidewalk or
outside.
something, across the street.
He'll burn up a tank of gas.
It makes you
drive
smoke,
down.
it makes you smoke, I think.
Oh, yeah. Well, we appreciate the work you two guys do.
Oh, it was
Fun times, fun times.
I would accept a motion then.
I move to approve the fiscal year 2009 master contract as presented.
Second. Been moved and seconded to approve the 0809 master contract as submitted. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Do we ever know what the average came out to be for,
Well, not all districts are finished yet, and it's at a 486 right now, so. I forget about it.
Depends on when
It does, it's why some schools just pick a date, pick a date and say,
They
whatever
use
the
the
average is that date, that's what we go with, and that's what they use.
Teacher contracts.
You have a spreadsheet that looks like this in front of you. And those are the recommended contracts for the 2008-2009 school year. Is their full-time equivalent, their lane, staff years of experience, their contract amounts.
I move we approve the contracts for year 2008, 2009 is listed.
Been moved and seconded to approve the 0809 teacher contracts as submitted. All those in, are we doing schedule
Oh,
separately or
well,
together?
We weren't
Excuse me.
going to, but I thought you were on your way to the motion, so I let you go.
Okay, well, we'll finish then.
Teachers.
Yeah, let's do teachers.
Teacher contracts.
Schedule it first.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the 0809 teacher contracts as submitted. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Schedule B contracts are the front and back of the next sheet that should be in your packet, where there's a solid line. We have an opening in JV football. I guess we have an opening since we decided we need that coach. We do not have a JV wrestling coach. We do not have a middle school wrestling coach. We have one middle school track position. Typically, we need that position, but we usually wait to fill that till we see what our track numbers are. And usually, this year we had